Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Saturday, June 15th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with WWE Smackdown broadcast last night on Fox and featuring matches taped at the OVO Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. In the main event, Solo Sikoa pinned Kevin Owens. After the match, the Bloodline attacked Owens until Randy Orton made the save and helped run the Bloodline off.
Owens spike! You can count to 30! 2, 3! You're welcome, Mr. Heyman!
Here is your winner, Solo Sikoa!
Oh, wait a minute! Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga have hit the ring. They're barred from ringside, but the match is over.
So what you're saying is this is all perfectly legal, and there's nothing Nick Aldis can do about it. There's certainly nothing Kevin Owens can do about it.
It's bloodline rules as usual.
KO has been battered from pillar to post. He's been in a hell of a matchup, and things are about to get even worse.
No! The Viper is back!
Earlier in the show, WWE Champion Cody Rhodes confronted his Clash at the Castle opponent AJ Styles in an in-ring interview segment.
They welcomed you with open arms. They couldn't wait to make Cody Rhodes a star. But when it got tough, what'd you do, Cody? You quit the WWE. Oh, you didn't like that? I got news for you. He also quit New Japan Pro Wrestling. Doesn't stop there. You quit Ring of Honor. This man right here helped start up a company. And you quit it too. Face it, Cody. You can't handle the pressure.
DIY were guests on the Grayson Waller effect, leading to a brawl between DIY and Waller in Theory. In other results, Nia Jax pinned Michin, Santos Escobar topped Apollo Crews, and Naomi pinned Chelsea Green. Also in two backstage assaults on the show, the Street Profits were ambushed by Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, and Naomi and Bayley were jumped by Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. AEW also presented Rampage last night on TNT, featuring matches taped on Wednesday at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa. In the main event, Pac defeated Jay Lethal. In the opener, AEW World Women's Champion Toni Storm beat Alex Windsor in a non-title match. Also on the show, Shota Umino beat Rocky Romero. And TNA presented Against All Odds last night from Cicero Stadium in Cicero, Illinois, and streamed live on TNA+. In the main event, Moose successfully defended the TNA World title against Matt Hardy in a Broken Rules match. Jeff Hardy made his return to TNA at the conclusion of the match, saving his brother Matt from a beating by the system.
Wait a freaking second! Jeff Hardy is here! Listen to the creatures! What in the broken hell? Jeff Hardy back in the impact zone! Twist of fate!
The return marked Jeff's first appearance in TNA wrestling since 2017. Tatum Paxley of NXT answered the open challenge of TNA Knockouts World Champion Jordynne Grace, although she failed to win the title. The match marked the first time a WWE contracted talent had ever wrestled on TNA television. In other title matches, Mustafa Ali retained the X Division title against Trent Seven, and the System retained the World Tag Team title against the Nemeth brothers. In other results, ABC beat Eric Young and Josh Alexander, Frankie Kazarian defeated Joe Hendry, PCO topped Rich Swann, and Mike Santana and Steve Macklin went over the Rascals. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.